everybody. Welcome back to UFL Face to Face. I'm here with these two great fighters, Maki and Sage. Sage is a undefeated middleweight champion going into this fight, and he is the underdog. Sage, how do you feel about that? I already told you.
It's kind of just whatever. I mean, I've been the underdog in all my fights. People keep doubting me. All I gotta say is keep doubting me. I'm gonna just prove why I'm the champion and why I'm undefeated and why I'm one of the best here at UFL.
It's perfectly fine. And Maki, from what I've heard, you think he won't be able to prove himself because you think you're just gonna go ahead and beat him like everybody else.
Yeah, I'll probably just.
You'll probably just what? You'll beat him?
Sorry. I said I'm just gonna beat.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. And I do want to ask, because both of you guys are really great fighters, who was probably the best fighter you faced within your career in the UFL? Because you guys have a lot of tough cookies that you faced so far, so I'd like to hear from both sides. Sage, starting off with you.
I'd say probably the person who gave me the most challenge would maybe be Kurt. But even then, I mean, I still won all 3 rounds in that fight. All my fights I've won basically all the rounds. I won the belt. I only lost a single round in that fight against Isaac. I've been dominant in all my performances.
It's perfectly fine. And from what I've seen, your fight with Smoke and him was probably your best win.
If you know, you know. Yep. I mean, Smoke, they call him the thrill goat, right? They call him the goat of the game.
They practically call him John Jones, and you
yes,
took him out.
They call him John Jones. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about hearing that Kurt was your hardest fight. I think that's a good sign.
I mean, even then, I'm just saying because Kurt's a good fighter. He's
alright.
I've fought him in multiple different leagues. We spar frequently. He's a good fighter. I mean, he's definitely I feel like kind of dropped off a little bit in UFL, but that's also because he's just been inactive. I think the inactivity is a big reason as to why.
Maybe he's washed up, but that guy has no left.
I mean, shit.
If
maybe
you go to his left hand, he can't do anything. I literally went to his left hand. He did 88 damage, and then cried out spamming.
I will say though, speaking of that though, I mean, because you lost to Avoid. You lost to Ovoid.
Ooh,
I did. That's Andy's finest. But that doesn't bother me.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is, I dominated Ovoid. I dominated Ovoid 3-0. 3-0. I beat him every round. I beat his ass. I whooped him. I dominated him from bell to bell. He did not. There was not a single moment in that fight where he had anything going for him.
And Maki, I do want to ask you, how does it feel knowing that Sage is just practically calling you easy pickings? I mean, he just dominated the guy that you struggled with, and now what? You're gonna go ahead and just take that.
He knows this ain't easy. He knows, bro, he can't even beat Smoke. Let's be real. Everybody knows he couldn't beat Smoke, even if he tried his hardest. Even if Smoke had one arm, he wouldn't beat Smoke, right?
Sage, do you think that?
I think I'd beat Smoke, honestly. With the way I saw him fight against Maki, I watched that fight. Speaking of that fight, you seem to be a little tired in those later rounds. The output was a little getting low. I saw that. You were looking a little gas in those later rounds.
I mean,
that's
you
something
could believe
I think
that, but I don't get tired.
I completely disagree. I've seen you go. How many times have you gone 5 rounds? Like what? Twice here in UFL? Both times.
I go 12 rounds all the time in general. We could go 12 rounds of UFL. That's it. You down for that? You want to go 12? I'm down to go 12. I'm down to go 12.
Bro,
I'll go. You want to go 12?
12 is easy work. I do 12 in fucking sparring all the time.
Kurt said, 12 is easy. I went 12 with him. This guy was gassed by the 5th round. Whooped him. I don't think
you see the difference is
Sage
though.
Goes 12 rounds.
The difference is I'm not Kurt. I'm not Kurt though. You ever do Shark Tank rounds?
I don't even know if you're much better than Kurt, if I'm being real.
Hey, you ever do those Shark Tank rounds?
What's the Shark Tank rounds?
Exactly.
So I mean, I think he's just like saying you're not really used to his type of work ethic. He wants this fight to be in his favor. He wants to win, and he's just saying, I'm gonna work harder than you, and I'm doing everything in my power to go ahead and be better than you.
I am so unbothered because I am so confident in myself. I know how good I am that whatever he says doesn't matter because either way on Friday he's gonna lose.
That's fair. And honestly, I'm going to say this right now. Sage, if you had to go ahead and say one thing to Maki that probably would rile him up, nothing's gonna happen to you, what would you say?
But he got his ass beat by Ovoid. Ovoid sucks ass, and he got his ass beat by Ovoid. That's like, dude. That's
But it
all I
doesn't
gotta
have
say
to
is,
be.
hey, you lost to Ovoid. You will never see me losing to Ovoid like that.
Here's the
Never,
thing,
bro.
Ash. I knew coming into this, he'd just bring up Ovoid. All his confidence
That's
is
fair.
from me losing to Ovoid. Do you not have confidence in yourself
My
as a fighter?
confidence
You
is
have to bring up
my
Ovoid.
pressure. I'm gonna break you down with my pressure, bro. I'm
the
telling you,
thing is-
nobody here has been able to deal with it. Isaac couldn't deal with it. Ovoid definitely couldn't deal with
Bro,
it. Jackmon
Isaac-
couldn't deal with it.
Isaac stinks. I'm gonna keep it real. Isaac stinks. What? Tell me
I-
3 punches that Isaac can throw. You can't. You can only name 2.
I'm not gonna.
It's just the left,
It's just the 1-2. I can't lie. It's just
that was good.
it's just the 1-2.
He's so slow, bro. He's so slow.
I don't know.
Best Isaac impression right here, bro.
Man. Honestly, kind of, because you guys don't have history with each other. You guys just met each other. You guys are gonna fight and stuff like that, right? But it's nice to see that you guys can at least bond with the Isaac hate or Isaac slander.
I didn't
more
even
so.
hate. It's just funny.
It's just the
Yeah.
truth, honestly. It's not
There's
even
no hate
funny.
from my end. I don't got any fucking like bad blood with anybody around here.
That's fair. That's fair. Maki, you do have some bad blood with a couple of other people, you know, but
I wouldn't even say
Uh,
it's bad blood for real.
it's not really.
They're
bad
just
blood.
strange. They're just
They're
strange.
very strange. 100%.
4-2. I was definitely looking forward to fighting Maki. I think he's a big challenge.
That's
He's
fair.
looked good in all his fights. I think he's definitely going to challenge me the most out of any of my opponents. But I'm still coming to win, defend my belt, keep that undefeated record, and
That's
get some bigger
perfectly
fights.
fun because it's nice to see that you're confident. If you could, I would love to see you change my mind. You know, Maki could probably.
Changing a lot of people's minds on Friday.
You probably will. You probably will. Maki, you could go ahead and make history by taking his belt. So that's going to be nice. But I will say, yeah, honestly, you two are pretty equal within the fighting categories. I think it would be a really good fight. It probably might be the fight of the night on
Think
that
so?
card, 100%. I think you two could be
I feel
equal
like-
because Sage is like a you, but more calculated. You're very, how do I say this? A little bit, cocky with
Wild.
the expectations and wild, that too. But that's just from
I'm
my
wild,
end.
but I'm calculated.
Very much so.
Okay.
Very much so.
I'm always calculated. I'm always locked in when I fight. Hey, like Jester always says, I'm a very thoughtful fighter, and I'm very calculated. So
I feel like no disrespect to you. But I feel like if I beat Sage, nobody's gonna. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it doesn't actually do anything
Yeah.
besides just having a belt. No offense, that's just honestly what I think.
Are you guys gonna do some Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, stand in the ring, start brawling out, see what happens in the last maybe 30 seconds ish?
you don't want to do that with me. He gets slept.
Ooh.
Alright, I won't do it then.
I guess
said
he won't
not
do
to,
it.
so I
It doesn't
won't.
matter.
I
It doesn't
just want to
matter.
do it
You
now.
get slept out of the way.
You sleep him in any other type of round other than
It could happen. I could definitely knock him out any
That's
round.
the only
doesn't
chance
matter.
he has. Especially if we're going 12 rounds, he's gonna tire out so fast.
Hell nah.
you're
12
really
rounds is
considerate on the
lightweight.
12 rounds for Sage. I thought
Bro, the 12
thought
rounds
you
is the
guys
last
fought-
thing he wants to do.
Ooh,
the last
Hey,
thing-
remember this motherfucker said was that when I brought up Shark Tank.
Doesn't
if you don't
matter.
know Shark Tank,
How about-
you probably don't
No,
even
I-
have the cardio to withstand.
I know what he was talking about. I just didn't know the name exactly. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
besides
perfectly
that, that's not the only thing you could do cardio. It's not the end all be.
Oh, I'm like a
Like-
dude. I'm a big fucking cardio machine, bro. 12 rounds is a light work.
Me
I do
too,
12
me
rounds
too. We do-
often in this game.
Yeah,
Wait,
we can do
let
12.
me
make a
I'm
call
down
out. 12. Sorry, cut you off.
Ooh.
Bro, after this fight,
Okay.
I want to fight Smoke again. I want
Ooh.
Jester, and then I want Guts.
Ugh!
I want that 3-person lineup.
Oh my
That's what I
god,
want.
you're asking for a bit too much. You might want.
I don't know
CT.
where the camera is. Smoke,
The camera's
I want
right
you
there.
again.
You can call whoever you want, but like it's not gonna matter on a Friday after you get that
We'll
ass
see,
open.
Ugh.
I'm
Well,
coming to
there
put
you have
belt
it,
to
folks.
ass, bro.
I hope you put up a fight. I hope you.
You're asking for
You
a
know,
Maki.
a lot of people, a lot of people are, doubting me in this fight, and all that does is fuel me. It's just giving me
That's
more
good. I hope
motivation
so.
That is
to
true.
win.
That is true.
I hope so.
Doubt can fuel many people, but the one person that can go ahead. Honestly, I do think Maki has the upper hand because he's not going to be losing anything if he does lose this fight. He could go ahead and cycle up back. If
Definitely
you do
not. He
lose-
lost to O Void. That's an embarrassing loss. After you
That is
lose
true.
to O Void, it does not matter who you lose. If you lose to O Void, bro, you could go on a fucking 5-fight skid. It does not matter.
But the thing is, it
That's-
doesn't
that's
matter
like-
if I lose to Ovoid. Because, bro, I know I'm
Ovoid
still
is
one of the best. I
ass.
beat Smoke. I just won the EU tourney the other day for $300, by the way. Shout out.
that is $300.
I mean, like, I fought so many people and I beat so many of the top guys. It doesn't matter if I do. Like, to me personally.
Mhm.
I feel like I can beat anyone. Even if I lose, it's just, like, who cares, bro? Styles make fights. Things happen. Everybody, yo, Smoke
I was like
lost.
fights, but O
Anything
Void is
can- you know
all
what I
matter. I'm telling you, I'm just like, I could care less what anybody else thinks about me. Like, I could care less how people think this fight's gonna go, because
Yeah.
I know how this fight's gonna go, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know my abilities. I just want to say, it's like you've never fought somebody as like calculated as me. No man
we're
that
just
has
gonna have
lost
to wait
to
and see on
O-Void
Friday.
has beaten me. No man that
It's
has
all
lost
about
to O-Void has beaten me.
Ovoid.
we're gonna see on Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Because that's an embarrassing loss. I can't lie. Losing to O-Void is embarrassing. But he's
I mean, that's
fucking
fine.
he's 3-2. He's 3-2 in UFL right now.
That's NA's finest.
And
That is
his
NA's
finest, if that's
That's NA's finest.
NA's finest, then goddamn, if that's NA's finest, then damn, they are struggling for
But
some good
didn't he
fighters.
knock you out in a King of the Hill, if I recall? I remember I was watching it at like 3 a.m.
No.
He
No,
did.
I beat him, and he didn't knock me out. I knocked him
Then
down.
how did he get the bounty fight? Because if you ask UFL, whoever won the King of the Hill gets
so
the bounty fight,
I
and
can
he
tell you,
fought
yeah,
you
the bounty
last
fight-
and knocked you out.
He didn't knock me out. He won by points, but what's it called?
My bad.
I mean,
You
I
just
didn't even
lost
know
to
it
him.
was
You
King of the
just
Hill.
lost to him. My bad. You just lost to him.
No, I mean, I
You
can
didn't get
explain
knocked
it. It
out,
was
but you
King
just
of the
lost to him.
Hill.
My bad, bro.
I can
Because he's
explain it. It was
trash. You
King
would
of the
never
Hill.
lose to him, right? You would never
I mean,
lose to
shit.
him.
Hey, I was gonna say it was King of the
Yeah,
Hill. I
that's-
did seven ranked matches the moment before.
Yeah,
I just saw.
Oh no, my
I
legs
just
are
no,
tired.
bro. I'm just saying. I saw UFL doing a fucking. I don't know. I thought he
never
was
lose to a
hosting.
boy. I would never lose
Hey,
to
it's
a
not
boy.
record though. It's
Loses
not
to
on
a
record
boy.
though. So like, I wasn't. It's not like I would
it's not
try.
on
I didn't
It's not on
know.
record. It's
Fucking.
not on record.
I'll be honest. I did not know we were fighting for bounties until like after, and UFL said it was a fucking bounty fight.
I thought you
I
would
just thought
never
he was
lose to
hosting
avoid.
fucking. I thought he
I
was
thought
just
you would never lose
hosting
to Avoid, though.
like fucking what's it called? I thought he was just hosting like open spars or some shit. I like hopped off ranked, saw UFL was hosting some shit, hopped in, and he asked me if I wanted to fight, and I still beat him too. I beat Avoid that time. We like fucking. I hopped in there after
But
ranked
did you
after a
lose to him?
ranked
Yes
match
or no?
and beat
Did you
him.
lose to him? Yes or no?
I lost by a point.
So you did lose.
I mean,
That's all I
by a
need
point
to
is
hear.
not crazy, especially
that's all I
after
need
like
to
doing
hear.
fucking like what.
How was
Fought
Isaac
Excel
catching
twice
you?
that
I
same
know,
week.
I know
He
he
didn't
keeps
catch
catching
me.
shit. Isaac, I'm sorry for fucking around.
He didn't catch
But
me with
you know
shit.
he
What
throws
the-
hella slow. Okay, he was catching you with the. He was going so
He
slow.
catch
He
me
was
with
catching
shit. He didn't catch me with shit, bro.
Bro, you were
Hey,
5 rounds.
you can look at the
He was-
scorecards. He didn't catch me with shit. There was maybe
I
one
sw-
round where he caught me with something, and it's because fucking I was fucking
I
around.
was
so
landing
much.
on you and went to a
He
decision.
didn't really
and,
land on
like,
me. I mean, me doing like almost triple his
13,
damage is not really him
You
landing.
said you're 22 unranked. I'm 27 and 0.
I mean,
Bro.
that's also just because I don't play ranked often now. So like,
I mean, I only have 5 more fights on ranked.
yeah, true. But it's like also at the same time, it's like I was just kind of like, most of those wins were when V4 first dropped, and that was just because I was trying to get a feel for V4 when I was well, my fight with Isaac was coming up. Since then, I've maybe played, I don't know, like one ranked match since then.
From what I'm hearing, right, Maki, I'm pretty sure you're just saying that you're the better V4.5 player because this isn't
I'm the
really
better fighter in
V4's game.
general.
Better fighter in
I
general.
completely disagree.
He completely disagrees.
I've heard some things today, and I'm like, oh man, he's getting cooked. He's getting cooked. Right. I'm gonna
you're
go
getting
drinking on
slept.
Thursday. I'm gonna celebrate with my friends because I finished my semester. I'm gonna drink hella. The next day, I'm gonna wake up with a hangover and I'm gonna whip his ass respectfully.
Ooh, so
You can
he's gonna
think that all
use
you
his
want.
drunken style on you on Friday.
You can think that all you want. I mean, you know, I'm gonna just say you can keep thinking that, but man, you're gonna get knocked out.
We'll see.
If you
Knock
fight
out,
the
I
way,
don't know.
if you fight the way I've seen you
Oh,
fight, you're
oh
getting
boy.
KO'd.
Hmm.
I mean, because that is, dude. Okay, like I didn't even bring him up right now, but that's just a bad loss. Okay, that's just a bad loss. Even
But you
Kurt
lost to
did it-
Ovoid too.
Kurt KO'd him in 2 punches over in the GFL.
That is true.
Anybody
I mean,
lose-
they did
bro,
kind of
they had a
nerfed
back and forth.
Void. They kind of
Kurt
nerfed
fucking
Void.
smoked him over in GFL.
But everybody
That is
loses,
true.
bro.
That is
GSP lost. Fucking
Oh,
Izzy lost. Alex lost.
You're
Silva
comparing
lost.
Void to GSP.
No,
Hell
no.
no.
No, I thought about myself.
No.
I'm saying guy lost.
okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
saying, yeah.
All right,
Everybody
all right,
loses. Lily Smoke just lost. Anybody could lose, but it doesn't matter if you lose. It matters how well you are as a fighter. You can always get it back. It doesn't matter if I lost to Ovoid. I'm still better than you, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's perfectly
It's
fine
just
to
not.
think.
It, like when you lose to me on Friday, is it gonna break you because you lost? Probably not, right? Unless you're a weak fighter. You'll be fine. You go next. You know.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, because I'm not one. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lose on Friday.
You're right.
So.
It doesn't matter if you lose. You're right. You're right about that. It doesn't matter. Everybody
Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But like at the same time, I'm not gonna lose.
Are gonna.
We're gonna have to find out on Friday. Go ahead and put Sage in a casket, from what I'm hearing. And Sage, on the 25th, you're gonna go ahead and see if you could do that deed and make sure to make him be the one in the ground,
Break
6
him
feet
down.
deep. Break him down, indeed.
I don't know what tools he even has to win. That's the thing. What does he have?
I'm not gonna give away
Boxing.
anything.
What do you have? You have no
I'm
tools.
not giving away anything. But I mean, I adaptable to any fighting. So I mean,
I do too.
against Isaac, I just countered him the whole fight. Against
Come on, bro. It's Isaac,
Against-
bro. We know what
yes.
he's gonna do, bro. I don't have to say it again. We know what he's gonna do.
Against Void, I was in his face the whole fight. I was in his face the whole fight. I dropped him. I was beating his
Okay,
ass.
we're
I,
talking
doubled
about
his
like
damage.
who we beaten, right? And I'm gonna like even go beyond UFL, right? I fought Yomo, I fought Guts, I fought Jester, I fought all the best fighters in the EU tourney. I was in the NA versus EU tourney, bro. I fought like all the good fighters. He's keeping it strictly in the UFL. I get it's a UFL event, right? But you only have like what 6 notable wins, and it's all in the UFL. You haven't even fought the best guys. That's if we're gonna talk about like who you fought.
I mean,
That is true.
I guess, but
That's
like,
why
at the same
I'm
time, I
known.
don't fight. I don't really fight in any other leagues outside of like UFL. UFL and like RFC are like the only 2 leagues
you
that I
see,
fight.
that-
And RFC is just
That
kind
means
of like
you haven't
a
really
warm-up league.
fought anyone. You haven't really fought anyone.
Eh,
If you go in the public thrill, you say Maki, they know who I am. You say Sage, they don't know who he is.
You know
I mean,
what?
that doesn't
I'll go
bother me.
ahead and test that
That
out.
doesn't
after
bother me.
this.
I literally, that literally does not bother me. Like I could care less.
I mean, that's
how
fine. I'm
people,
just
like,
saying, like,
feel
No,
or
that's
think
fine.
of me, or if I'm like, if people fucking know of me,
No,
because like,
That's fine.
notoriety doesn't matter. Those people can't fight for you. Your
that's
fame
fine.
doesn't
I'm
fight for
saying-
you.
I'm saying
You're
people don't
fucking-
know you because you haven't fought anyone. If anything, you're in the amateurs, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're fighting the
I mean, I'm
amateurs. People don't know who
undefeated
you are.
here, and
People know who I
I
am.
mean, I'm undefeated.
Exactly, you're saying
and
you're
I'm the first ever
undefeated, you're-
champion
you're un-
here. So
You're undefeated here, but nobody knows who you are because you haven't fought anyone. I fought so many people all around. I told you, we won the NA versus EU tourney. I swear to you, I fought so well that they had to put in a new fucking mechanic in the game because there were so many complaints. You could fact check me on that.
You serious?
Well, I'm saying it. Yes, I'm dead ass. You can fact check the anti-spamming system. Part of that was
Yes.
because of me. Ian, the lead dev of the game, he watched
Yes.
the NA versus EU tourney, and he said a lot of punches were thrown in my match specifically, and people were complaining about it because I 50 to 41 the EU fighters best guys. All right, and then they implemented the anti-spam. You could fact check me. I'm so dead ass. Anyways, my point is like, he's in this little bubble. Okay, sure, you fought whoever, you're undefeated, but you haven't fought anyone. You don't have any notable wins. That's what I'm saying. I fought all around. That's why people know me. I don't care that people know me. It's the fact that they do because I've actually fought people. I've actually beaten the best people. That's my point.
I could care less who you beaten because like.
But you see him, he says that, but then he brings up avoid. Oh, he's being Kurt. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
like,
funny loss because it's a funny loss. I think anybody would.
Sure.
That's a funny loss, bro.
But then, if you want to talk about
who was
who
2-2 at the time,
that's fine.
Funny.
But you lost to him in a King of the Hill as well. You've lost to him. My point is, who cares about the fight? No.
The difference is it was by a point, and it was after I already did fucking
earlier.
Like multiple rounds. I did multiple rounds.
Who loses to Ovoid? Nobody. See how the goalpost moves when you call him out on stuff.
It's different.
You see what I mean?
But on-record fights are different than off-record fights. Off-record fights are different than on-record fights.
I know, but you said he's trash, and there's no way anyone could lose to him.
Yeah, and I still beat his ass. I still beat him even in the King of the Hill. I
swear he knocked you down twice in that King of the Hill. I remember watching it UFL.
I dropped him too.
But you lost to him. See, you see what I mean? Like, is it
our first? When I first hopped in there, after my rank, after like 6 ranked matches in a row. I hopped in there. UFL asked me if I wanted to hop in. Hopped in there. Fucking.
I don't know. The numbers change. The numbers change all the time. I don't know.
The
point is, he's also lost to Avoid. It's okay to lose. That's the thing. You're not okay with losing yet, but that's fine.
No, I'm just saying it's not on my record. I didn't lose to. It's not a.
But here's the thing. You keep talking about record. Bro, I lost to Ovoid. Everybody said, "Oh, Maki's not that good." I beat Smoke the next day. The record doesn't matter, bro. If you know you're good, it doesn't matter. But you bring up records. You bring up losing to Avoid. So I said you lost to Avoid, and now you're making excuses. You said you never make excuses when you lose, but apparently your 6 ranked matches was really affecting you, and that like even though no way anyone could lose to Avoid, you have an excuse for it. I beat Carter. Oh, Maki was spamming. That was spam, guys. You fed into that too as well. I saw the messages.
I didn't even say anything.
You did.
No, everybody
I fought Carter
agreed,
one hand. It's on fresh
when
blood.
When he fought Carter,
I used one hand
round,
by the way.
The very first round, the whole chat called him out on spamming.
They didn't because they actually.
It was a majority of the chat.
Put a poll.
Even Capriski said it. Even Capriski said it was a bit spammy.
Capriski said it, but he put up a poll, and then the poll said I wasn't spamming. It was only him, Kurt, and like whoever else is part of their academy. Bro, okay, that doesn't matter. The point is, the chat literally said I wasn't spamming. UFL said
I mean, if the game dev had to put in a fucking anti-spam measure because he saw you fight, I think that's kind of crazy. I think that's kind of like explanatory of how you fight.
That's
all right.
That's a good point. Honestly, that's a good point. But the thing is,
bro, if somebody,
the anti-spam, I just won the tournament.
Actual dev watches you fight and is like, okay, that's a bit spammy. Then like,
but what are we defining as spam too? Because I feel like y'all be crying about it. You know, like, bro, I'd be throwing like 5 jabs, dude, saying that's I'm spamming my jab. I fought Carter one hand in the later rounds because everybody was crying about it, and they're still saying spam, which I don't know how you could do that one hand. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just like excuses, complaints, yada yada.
I can understand what you mean, you know? But at the end of the day, we've got the guy who lost to Ovoid and the guy who everybody thinks is probably either going to pull off a great upset or lose.
I don't think anyone thinks that. If you've seen the betting odds, it was like 500.
I think some people are saying that Sage is going to probably win, and that I think there was one person that said, "Oh, Sage is an underdog." Oh, dude, let me bet that up. I think that was Isaac.
Bro, that was Isaac. That was Isaac.
Yeah, that was Isaac. That was Isaac. But at the end of the day, right? Sage, you have great, mental stability because he's been going in and telling you things where it's like he's telling you things where it's like at this point it doesn't really matter what you do, you're still gonna lose. But like I've said many times before, and I know I sound very biased, you can go ahead and still change you could go ahead and change the outcome of the match, and you could go ahead and beat him, right? It's possible. I personally think you could go put up a great matchup with the big Maki. I'm not gonna lie, because you are the big sage. You are the champion. You are the guy. And thank you all for
I'm
watching.
looking forward to Friday. I'm looking forward to keeping my undefeated record. Looking forward to keeping my belt. Beating Maki.
You're not gonna beat me,
Just,
but if it makes you feel better,